Hello everyone and welcome. Today I want to talk about a little exercise that we've used many times and an example that we've often used when we're delivering a talk, and it's a question that we love to place in front of people. This particular video is about, if you will, the golden coin. For those of you that have ever heard my CD, there's a recording of a meditation on there or an exercise on there that you could use for this. And of course it's not just the golden coin, it's also looking at and or changing negatives to positives. And we throughout our journey have found it to be a very powerful tool. And a valuable one, thank you, yeah. So, although we don't have a golden coin right in front of us right now, let's just start with an example. For instance, if we want to show somebody who that are using, if you will, lower vibrational words, that are holding them in a lower vibrational pattern, what we'd like to do is to just simply imagine that we've got a coin here. We'll hold our hand up and we place a coin on our hand and we look at that coin and we place a particular word in it. Can you think of a word?
Hate.
Hate, okay. Alright, I hate this.
Ooh, heavy.
Yeah, that's a pretty heavy one, isn't it? But that is definitely a word that would certainly lower our vibrations. Alright, we place hate on this side of the coin. Now what we love to do is, what we love to show people is to actually flip the coin over, and obviously you're seeing the other side of the coin.
Oh.
Now, you can imagine by yourself the opposite of hate.
Love.
It's love.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, and guess what happens? Try this, because as soon as we turn this one to love, this hand really starts tingling and it seems to get heavier. And this one, now because we're balancing it, it feels as if it's getting heavier and heavier, and this is getting lighter and lighter.
Yes.
And you can use that in a lot of different ways and a lot of different examples. If you feel that you might be using words that are holding your vibrations down or holding you back, blocking you, whatever, you can use that little example of the coin. But it's not just for a word. For instance, if you have a particular sentence, and this really does work. If you're using a sentence like, for instance, oh, I don't like that, or I don't want that, you could paste that on this side of the coin, and then you simply flip the coin, you turn it over, and you open yourself up to the feelings and the thoughts that arise. Oh, I would love to experience that. See, with us, it's now already an automatic.
Yes.
It changes immediately because we've used this for many years. But it is a simple little tool, and it just bubbles up from somewhere inside of you. And it is a really powerful tool to use. Now, having given you these little examples of turning negatives to positives, one of our favourite pieces now in this is, especially when we're doing a talk, is how many sides does a coin have?
I know.
You know, yeah. And the beautiful thing that when we're doing a talk, a lot of people will raise their hand up and they'll say 2. Straight away they'll say 2. Well, guess what, folks? A coin actually has 3 sides. So you have the negatives and the positives, and it's kind of, it really fits when you think about it. Negatives and positives, those are pretty powerful, they're pretty visible, pretty in your face. But the solution, if you will, is only a small area of the coin, round the side. And it's this that we want to offer to you today, because once you've got the balance of knowing the negatives and the positives, you're actually seeing through duality.
Yes.
Because you have both examples there. And when you have both examples there, something wonderful happens within the human experience. Instead of it being duality, negatives to positives, this starts to happen.
The balance.
The balance. And it opens up a new part of yourself, which is often your higher self. And then you'll notice that as you're working from this energy, instead of living through duality, you're able to shift into higher experiences or higher vibrational experiences that will be definitely coming from your soul or your higher self. So you're moving out of duality into triality, by using this very simple little exercise. Oh, so simple, but oh, so powerful.
Yes.
Is there anything I might have forgot?
I don't think so.
No?
No.
No. Well, we'll leave it at there for now. Thank you for listening, and thank you for being willing to play and experience this little tool. Namaste.
Namaste.